Hello. I'm trying a different way of filming to see if it helps me keep on top of doing Flosstube. So it is January the 1st. It is about 8:30 in the morning. I've been up since about 5 a.m. I think. I always get up early, even though I stayed up to watch the fireworks at midnight. But anyway, so let me show you what I've worked on already today. So I mentioned in my last video that I was putting in a strand of backstitch every day on this, so that's what I've done this morning. I did, let me see, yeah, some of these grasses here. So that was that was relatively easy backstitch for this piece actually. So I did that, and then I went over to magical stitches because I don't know, I'm gonna try and do magical stitches. I'm not as enthusiastic about it as I used to be, but the challenges are up, so let me just check what challenge this was. I've just done the first challenge. So, stitch on a whip with either a boy or has books. Well, I don't have anything with a boy, but I have Cute Witch, which, let me take the pattern off. The lighting is really bad because, well, because it's 8:30 in the middle of winter, that's why. And I didn't want my massive ring light domineering, but let me see, I've just taken my needle minder off because it had no pattern on it. So I've just put in 200 stitches in here for that challenge. I worked on this bit here. I filled in the cat's tail and I did this dark area here. So that's that one. See, I do stitch. I just don't show it. That might be the only time it comes out this month, because the next thing that I'm going to do is work on Fairytale Town, because I want to do this 50,000 in 100 days. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do the 100,000 because that will be impossible for me and I work. So I've got it on Cross Stitch Saga. Let me get my glasses so I can actually see something. So at the moment, if I go to my sats, I don't know whether you'll be able to read this or not, but it shows how many stitches I have. So here, which I can't read that backwards, but it's 74,000 left, yeah. So that total there, 74,000 left. And you can see, if you've not used this app, it's really good. It tells you down the side, basically how many stitches you've done each day. So after I'd recorded my video yesterday, I did 1,302 stitches, 2.5. And there's also, you can set goals on here. So if I remember how to do it, it's not that. Oh yeah. I think so. Oh yeah, so it's here. Right, so the little bell, there's a little bell icon which is there. And then you can add a goal. So my goal is 50,000. So I don't know what I was doing. I've put my target in and then I'm going to press OK. And now it pops up. No, wrong side. Now it pops up there with 50,000 stitches. So I don't know why it has a timer on. I'm not bothered about the timer. But I'm clearly not going to do 50,000 stitches today. But that's going to keep me on track, hopefully. And yeah, I've not got my project over here yet. I'm waiting for daylight so I can take a picture, because I've not yet uploaded my video, my end of year video that I filmed yesterday, which by the time you watch this you'll know about. But I need to take pictures, and of course the light is rubbish right now because it's too early morning and it's miserable. So I'm going to take a picture, and then I don't know whether I might do another 200 stitches on my magical stitches challenges. Maybe I will, because the reason I can do this one, because like I could do the cute witch because I'd already taken a picture from last time I worked on it, and I can also do simple treasures because I have a picture of that. What I don't have is an up-to-date picture of Fairytale Town, so I can't work on that yet. Anyway, I'll decide what I'm doing. I've got the rest of the day. I do have other things to do today, one of them being to edit the video to put up for New Year's Day. So that's probably going to take an hour or so. And then I always have a list. I don't know whether anybody else does this. I have a list, a to-do list for every single day, which I need, otherwise I would sit and stitch all day and do nothing else. Okay, that's the first section. We'll see how it goes in this format, whether I'll probably have a longer video, which means it's good for people to stitch with, but we'll see what the format's like, because it's going to be this kind of lighting a lot of the time because I tend to stitch really early. But if it's okay, it's okay. If it's not, it's not. All right, I'll see you in the next clip. Well, it is Sunday the 5th, 6th. What's the date? 5th, Sunday the 5th of January. I'm back at work tomorrow, so I thought I'd film a quick update clip whilst I can film during the day, and the lighting is reasonable, although it's quite a dull day today. It snowed all night, so there is snow everywhere. I'm hoping it goes away before tomorrow. So, I've still been working on this one in the mornings, and I've just realised whenever I talk about this one, I call the wheat corn, and I've no idea why, but the ears of wheat. I think I'd mostly stitched them on the last clip, but anyway, all the back stitching that you can see has been done this week, so I'm just giving a bit more of a close-up this time. So the ears of wheat, the grasses and the stalks from the wheat, that little mouse, I've just done the tops of his ears and kind of across there. I've done the daisies, this one completely, well, apart from the centre bit, and this one in the blue, and then a little bit on that one just to use up the thread. All this I did this morning, well, not all of it, some of it, and this leaf here I did. I gotta be honest, that leaf was so difficult to stitch that I just kind of made it up. I didn't stick to the pattern on that one at all, so it looks okay, I think. So that's not looking too bad. I'm not gonna carry on with that tomorrow morning before work because it's a nuisance to stitch. I don't really like stitching anchor back stitch. I don't mind it on any other pattern apart from anchor. So I really don't want to do that at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I will leave that until the weekend, which is what I said on the last clip. Then after that, so I've been doing magical stitches. I've done, I think, 14 of the 16 prompts for the month, and we're only on the 5th of January, but I have stitched a lot this week because I know next week when I'm back at work it just won't happen. So I've used mostly Fairytale Town because I wanted to reach that 50k stitches in 100 days. But also I've stitched on 2 other projects so far. So this one hasn't been seen for ages, I don't think. This is Merejka's Daffodils. So I put in, yeah, just 200 stitches. I worked over here and did some stitches here and here. But I really need to get this one done as well. It's so pretty. So that one has had some love this year, even if it's only 200 stitches. It's 200 more than last year. And then I also worked on Simple Treasures, because one of the prompts was a whip with a beach scene, I think. So I worked on this one. Again, it's only 200 stitches, but I started, I brought this line down here and did some of this coral over here, filled in a couple of gaps on the bottom of the scroll. But yeah, I really like this one. Well, I like them all, obviously. So, you know, it's 200 closer to being finished. And then, let me show you. So my goal last year on Fairytale Town was to get the house done. Now, the back stitch isn't done, but I've managed in the last few days to put 5,000 stitches into this. And the house is done, apart from the back stitch. So that's good. I've started to do the back stitch. I've done a little bit across here, a little bit here. Oh, and I did some on the wishing well too. That wasn't quite finished. It did have some back stitch on, but not much. But it only did the little couple and the dog completely with back stitch. So cute. So 5,000 done, 45,000 to go. Alright, that is it for now. I think I'm going to go and get, I'm either going to carry on with Fairytale Town, or I may possibly go and get Merejka's December, because there's 2 prompts left on magical stitches. One is stitch on a whip with apples, which is why I was going to go and get Merejka's December, because it's got apples on it. And the other one is stitch on a whip with a reptile, and I was going to go and get Teresa Wentzler's The Castle, because it's got the dragon on it. But I'm not doing that today, I don't think. I'll leave that one for next weekend. So I just need to keep up with 500 stitches a day. Yeah, 500 stitches a day on Fairytale Town, which I know I can't do, which is why I've stitched a lot this week before going back to work, because I know I'm going to get behind now. But I'm thinking, like, if I split it up and did 1,000 stitches on Saturday and Sunday, which I can't do forever because, you know, I have other things to do in my life, but in theory, if I did that, which is achievable, then I only need to put in 250 stitches Monday to Thursday and 500 on Friday. And I can probably achieve 250 stitches after work, before work and after work, maybe. I don't know. I know I'm going to get behind on it, but I've done all right so far. And if I'm a little bit ahead, then maybe I can catch up in the holidays. I say that we're just at the end of a holiday, so the next holiday won't be for maybe 7 weeks. 7 weeks, I think, will be February half term. I don't know. And the other thing is I've got another project on my WhipGo board, because Fairytale Town came up on WhipGo. So that goal's achieved because I put 3,000 stitches and I've clearly done it already. But the other project is an anchor project. and I'm wondering, should I just swap it out for Fairytale Town and then pick up the Anchor project after April when this challenge is done, the 50k challenge? I don't know. I need to think about that, because there's no way I can keep up with the 500 stitches a day on this whilst working and do an extra 3,000 in the Anchor project. It's the farm one. I'll show you if it comes out. It's not been out for a while. All right, I'm going to leave it here and I'll decide what I'm stitching now. Okay, bye-bye. Hello again. It is Saturday the 11th of September now, and I've been working on this piece all week, and I just wanted to do a quick clip because I finished all the back stitching on the house. So I'm really pleased with that. It did take some time because there's 3 different colours of back stitching. So there's the really dark brown 3371, some white, and then there's, I think it's 436, the other brown that's on there. And also I've done quite a bit of this house. So I'm now out of my 50,000 stitches. That's Luna's. Luna is right here, ready to cause havoc. But out of my 50,000 stitches, which is my target for the 100-day challenge, I'm up to 11,000, I think. So that surpasses where I thought I could be on a work week. But we did have a snow day on Monday, so I had all day Monday to stitch. So I'm going to take this out, and Luna's going to help, apparently. She's got a hold of my grime guard. And then you can just have a look at what it looks like. It's going to have a lot of creases in, obviously. But you'll be able to see the whole thing, which I never show because it's a bit of a pain to take it out all the time. And I don't think it's very good for the fabric. So here we go. Luna, really? Come on, out the way. Yeah, Luna's definitely going to try and help. Come on, off you go. So there's quite a lot of it. Let me move the camera a little bit. Luna is now playing with my Q-snap, or a piece of it. But anyway, that is a lot of stitching. But I just wanted to show that, and just because I'm really proud of how much I've achieved in such a short space of time, really. But it's coming on. It's definitely coming on. And I think when I get this house done, a little bit beyond that house is the halfway mark in the pattern. So that's that. In fact, whilst I'm here, I've got some new kits that came this week. I did say I'd ordered a couple more things, so I might as well show you those as well. So they're from a couple of different places. So the first one is from a company called Hobby Do, I think. And I think they're based in Estonia. But they do RTO kits, exclusively RTO kits, I think. But I got this one, which it looks quite a small one. It's 9 by 12.5 centimeters. So that was the first one I got. Then I got this one, Smoky Lilac Fog, which I just thought was quite a nice dreamy pattern. And this one, where the fireweed blooms. And do you know the really good thing about these is they all come with a QR code for the Cross Stitch Saga app, so I can stitch them on my app, which I think I showed the app at the beginning of this video. Then I also picked up some others that have been on my wish list for a while. So this one is Luca S Birdhouse. They have a couple of different birdhouses, and this is the one I liked the best. So I've got that one. And this one is called Winter. And this one feels really thick. 13 3/4 inches by 18.44 inches. That's very precise. But just feels very thick with the threads. And they do their own threads now, I think. Oh no, that one isn't actually. But I've noticed the Luca S have got their own cross stitch threads. So some of the newer kits use those instead of anchor. And this one is an oven kit, or Aries. It's Russian, I think, or Ukrainian, one of the two. The word's pronounced oven, but it means Aries. The Breath of Autumn, this one is called. And I saw this quite a number of years ago now, actually, at one of the Russian expo places, stitched up on the RTO, not RTO, the oven stand, and it just looked really beautiful, so that's why I got that one. And then, oh, this is another RTO one. So this one was from Hobby Do again. This is a new release, and I just thought that was so pretty. And again, that's got the Saga code on it. So these three, where did I get these from? These three are from Hobby Jobby, which is new to me website, but they seem really quite efficient. They've got some sales on quite regularly, but you kind of have to make sure that they are really sales, because they kind of look like there's a big discount off the recommended retail, but most people don't price their things at the recommended retail anyway, so yeah, you just need to keep an eye on that a little bit. Anyway, that is everything for now, and I'll probably do another catch up when I've done some more stitching. Hello, it's the end of the last weekend of January, so I've got another couple of pieces that I've been working on. The first is Merejka's December. So this is what I've done. This was for a Magical Stitches challenge, where you needed a project that had apples in it. So I've only put a couple of 100 stitches in, that's all you needed for the challenge, but I filled in quite a lot in this area and then added some colour across here. I might have done a little bit of blue, I think, as well. But that is that one. And then the final remaining challenge required something with a reptile, and I'm not really sure whether a dragon is a reptile or not, but that's what we're going with. So I've got Teresa Wentzler's The Castle. This has not been worked on since 2020. It was started for the one and only time I've done Stitch Mania, and then it got put away because I had too many other projects. So I'm slowly starting to get those out this year, and this has gone on the frame today. So that's the dragon's head, that's his nose at the bottom, that's where his eyes will be, and then obviously that's neck coming round. So I've put in some stitches down here on the neck. Again, it's only 200 stitches, it's not a huge amount of work, but progress is progress, and I feel like I'm making a lot of it this month. Yeah, there's only, I think it's the 26th today, so there's only a few days left. I think Friday's the last day of January, so I will do another update. I'm going to work on Fairytale Town for the rest of the month, and then that keeps me on track for the 100-day challenge, and I'll give you a little update on where that is. And I have a few more new goodies as well that seem to have crept into my shopping basket and checked themselves out, so I'll share those too. Alright, bye for now. Hello, so I'm here for the final clip. It's actually the 1st of February now, and I haven't started stitching today, so I just wanted to do a final January update with where I got to on Fairytale Town. So I now have the next house cross stitches finished, still the back stitching to go, and I've done all the backgroundy bits as well, and the path that goes on forever. So this is now 48% complete, and I'm up to, on my 100-day challenge, I'm up to 22,000 stitches. So I'm almost at the halfway stage on the 100-day challenge, and almost at the halfway stage on the project as well. So that's not bad. My stitching this week has been a little bit slow. It's been quite a busy week at work. I've had parents' evening on one night, so that didn't finish till 7, so I didn't get any stitching done there. And then, yeah, it's just been a challenging week to find time and to be motivated, because I've just been so tired this week, to be honest. I finished, I think I said on the last clip, yeah, I finished all the Magical Stitches challenges, so I did that. I did ignore my Whip Go board, apart from Fairytale Town was one of the prompts, but I'm hoping to pick that up after the 100-day challenge, so I'm not forgetting about it completely, just maybe not doing the challenges that I've set myself on the month that they're actually called, so hoping to catch up. Last thing, so I did mention I'd been shopping again, and yeah, I definitely don't need more stuff, but when you see things that have been on your wish list for ages and then they're on sale, you might as well get them. I remember listening to somebody's Flosstube and them saying that it was their retirement fund, and that kind of resonated with me. That was my justification almost for, yeah, that's a great idea. Get them for retirement when you can't, you know, when maybe you don't have as much money to buy them. So whatever the justification, and it's my birthday next month, so this month is February today, so maybe they're a birthday present. Anyway, I'll show you what I got. So this one here is an RTO kit. I got this one off eBay from a seller in Germany, and the reason I got this one, I saw it, like a lot of my purchases actually, I saw it stitched up. This was not in person, from one of the Russian expos quite a few years ago now, and it was the colours that appealed to me. I don't think the picture necessarily shows those colours, but it's just so the greens are sort of a blue toned green with purples in, and then up here there's like the pinky oranges with more purples, and when it's stitched up it's just, yeah, the colours in this one were just really pretty, so that's what appealed to me on that one. Then I got this one, which is Merejka's, is it called Summer Afternoon? Yeah, Summer Afternoon. I have the Autumn Cat as well, and I really like this one, and I could see that the number of places selling it were getting less and less, and I just wanted to grab it because I was getting a little bit anxious about whether it would stay in stock in the UK in particular. Merejka haven't discontinued it or anything, but I just wanted it. Then this one might not be everybody's taste, but I really liked this one. Again, RTO, and I really liked the colours. And it's kind of difficult to find this one. I found it via Amazon, but it was a seller in, I think it might have been Lithuania. I'm not sure. I think it was in a European country. Certainly it didn't come from the UK. Then I have, let me see, a couple of letter stitches. So this one here, I just think this is gorgeous. I think is it called, yeah, it's just called Water Lily. And again, the colours on there and just the composition of it, I really liked. And at the same time, I picked this one up. I don't really have any kind of undersea type designs. This one's just called Sea Life. Hopefully you can see that. It is very early morning. What time is it? 5 to 5. So yeah, I've got to have a light on because it's pitch black outside and it's causing a bit of reflection. Then what's this one called? Christmas Farmhouse Kitchen. This is Luca S. I'm trying to, I think that's not too bad. So that's been on my wish list for a while, and so has this one. The last three were all Luca S. I really like this company. And I love horses, so anything with a horse on I'm quite drawn to, and I just liked the colours on this and the scene. And it's one that's been in and out of my shopping cart several times. And the final one is Lake Annecy. Again, the colours, the pinks with the beige tones and the greys, I thought was really pretty. So that's that one. And then I also kitted up one of my Madame Lafille charts. So this one I've had for, gosh, a few years now. But I just got, the colours are really pretty for this. And I'm going to do it on a Belfast. First of all, because I've got quite a few of these charts, I was going to stitch them on 28 count, but then as I was trying to find colours for the rest of the charts that I have, I found that Zweigart don't do as many colours in the 28 count linen as they do the 32, so I've switched them to 32 now. And I think the 32 count gives a 12 by 12 size for most of the Madame Lafille designs, but this is the Vintage Sand, which I thought was a nice, it goes quite well with the colours, and I just thought it was nice for that kind of nautical scene. Maybe you can see that particularly well. Some of the lighter ones I was a little concerned about, but then they do look fine. They look like they'll show up. So that's waiting in the wings. And what I've done is I've made myself a list of when I finish something, what I want to start, because what I'd like to be doing is having a mixture of, like I have a lot of Luca S kits. I want to always be stitching a Luca S kit. I want to be stitching a Madame Lafille pattern. I want to always have a fancy lady like a Mirabilia or a Bella Filipina. So I've kind of put loose, I mean I can swap and change them obviously, but kind of, I want to get down, I think I've got 14 whips, I want to get down to 12. I was originally going to say 10, but 12 is okay. I mean I did have about 35 at one point, so I think 12. So 2 of the ones that I finished won't be replaced, and the rest I'll replace so that I have this mixture of the Fancy Lady, the Luca S, and RTO is on that list because I've got quite a lot of those. Merejka will be replaced with Merejka, things like that. So yeah, we're still making decent progress, I think. I'm really pleased. I'll just show that again. I am really pleased with this because there's now 3 houses. I'm not going to unravel it all, but I might just, we can do this. We can do this. We are getting, it's, there we go, we're getting really long now. And that's, considering I was, you know, just at the end of the first house for a long time, I think like 3 years, I was not making the best progress. It's coming along pretty quickly now. So I just need to stick with it for these 100 days. I am getting the urge to work on other things, I have to say, but this is, it's so nice to work on. You know, it's all full stitches. There's a good good amount of different things to stitch on to keep your interest, and there's not like masses of block stitching, but there's enough little blocky areas sort of in the grass and areas of some of the houses that it's pretty fast stitching as well once you get going. But then there's areas that are more, I wouldn't say confetti, they're not really confetti, but they're, you know, more colour changes, like in the windows and the flowers and things like that. So it's been a good month, and I hope to continue. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. Let me know what you think of the new style of doing little clips. It's certainly easier for me because I don't have to get everything out in one go. It's just as I've worked on something, I can do a new clip. And I'll leave it there. Wish you happy stitching. I hope your January went well, and good luck with your February stitching. All right, bye for now.